Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into I Fell Into the Game with Instant Kill, a fantasy novel where the protagonist gets dropped into a game world with one simple but overpowered skill: instant kill. Sounds fun, right? But does the novel live up to the premise, or does it stumble toward the end? Let's take a closer look. The protagonist is suddenly transported into a game world where he has an instant kill skill. Yes, you heard that right. But instead of being some underdog fighting for survival, he quickly becomes a big shot. As he grows in power and influence, he deals with all kinds of challenges. But it's clear from the start that his journey is going to be anything but ordinary. The question is, how far can this overpowered skill take him, and what will he do with all this newfound power? From the outset, the premise is incredibly enticing: a protagonist who can wipe out anything with a single strike. It's a classic setup for an overpowered main character, but it's done in a way that's both satisfying and fun. The instant kill skill allows for quick power escalation, which keeps the action intense and the stakes high, especially in the early chapters. Early on, the novel's pacing is slow, but it does a great job of building the world and the protagonist's growth. From an unknown newcomer to a big shot, the character's rise is fun to watch. The middle portion of the novel is especially engaging, as the MC makes key decisions and faces off against increasingly powerful enemies. You get a real sense of how much he's changing and growing. However, things take a sharp turn later on. Around chapters 130 to 150, the pacing starts to falter. There's a noticeable tonal shift that disrupts the flow of the story, and it feels like the buildup of tension is rushed or discarded. And then, the ending. Yikes. The conclusion feels incredibly rushed, and it's honestly jarring compared to the steady pace of the earlier parts. It's the kind of ending that feels more like the author was trying to wrap everything up quickly, rather than giving the story a proper resolution. The rushed ending is one of the biggest disappointments of this novel. While the build-up and development throughout the middle were solid, the final chapters feel like the author gave up on the plot. It's a letdown, and if I'm being honest, I would have preferred a hiatus or a break in the middle of an arc, rather than this messy, unsatisfying conclusion. Despite the issues with pacing and the rushed ending, I Fell Into the Game with Instant Kill is still an enjoyable read for most of its run. The protagonist's journey from average guy to game world powerhouse is engaging, and the action scenes are thrilling, but the story falters toward the end, and that's hard to ignore. If you can get past the tonal shift and the unsatisfying conclusion, you'll find a fun ride in the first two-thirds of the novel. In summary, I Fell Into the Game with Instant Kill is a novel with a fantastic premise and strong character progression, but its pacing issues and rushed ending hold it back from being truly great. If you're a fan of overpowered protagonists and action-heavy stories, this is still worth a read. Just be prepared for a disappointing finish. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more web novel reviews.